Okay, right, so a lot of people today have been asking about how to combo with Fujin, how to make it more consistent, because he's quite tricky, and they're finding it very difficult to make things work. This is a combination of a lot of Fujin players have kind of shown this off. Some of the tech was shown by Ludi on Twitter, and a bunch of other Fujin players around, like Hayate's been showing it off, I've been showing it off a lot. There are a few things that you need to keep in mind to combo properly with Variation 1 Fujin in detail. Like, as long as you've got this, you can do some of it, but a lot of what I'm talking about today is going to be V1 exclusive, because it will require the short hop, it will require the air spin, because that's pretty much the name of the game in comboing with Fujin, is using the tornado in a specific way. The tornado is a base move, it's down back 2, you can do it up, forward, or back. But what it really means is, once you've done it for a small amount of time, you can move left or right. And if you amp it, you can see as long as I amp it, I'm just wiggling all over the place. To launch from this mid-screen, you need to hit this as late as possible. So, if I do like front tornado, like 1-2, high punish, 7-frame button. If I do high tornado forward, I'm not going to combo from it, right? Like, you just can't do it. But if I do normal tornado, like if I do normal tornado, just up, and then I move forward slightly after doing it, I can combo from it. And that's how it works. If you do it too late, they block. If you do it too early, you can't combo. But the trick is slightly up and then forward. So, slightly up, then forward. Off other strings, the same thing. Slightly up, then forward. I did it wrong. Let's try it off of... The only one it doesn't work from is 1-1. Unfortunately, 1-1 just doesn't seem to work. They get knocked back too far. So if you're punishing with a high, make it 1-2. Up, then forward. And then you can combo from it. Off of your mids, I believe... Can you do it off forward 4? I don't think so. No, you can't. So doing it off of your mids is difficult. Off of back 1, they get launched straight away. So that doesn't work. Off of back 1, 2... you don't reach it in time. So off of your back 1, I normally just do an amp tornado, down 1, standing 4, finish it. But off of all of your highs, that is what you do. The next layer to it is doing this in the corner. You will notice you can't go up and then forward, because no matter how you do the tornado, you launch them straight away. So if I do the same thing, 1-2, and I try and go up, I launch them immediately. If I go back, I still launch them immediately. You'll notice that if you're in the corner, all of these buttons, you're too close. You can never follow up because you are just too close to them in the corner. This is where the next layer of the tech comes from for Variation 1 for Downburst. And this is the stuff that I saw from Ludi on Twitter. If you cancel into the short hop, which is down up, which is the modified short hop, you get to do short hop into the air version, which gives you different properties. So instead of doing 1-2 normal and then not comboing from it, you do 1-2 short hop normal. If you do it quick enough, you'll notice I can combo from it, right? So in the corner, you convert into short hop, and then you follow up with whatever you want. Same thing for 4-2, short hop, and then you can follow up with whatever you want. In the corner, this gives you really good damage because you can do like 4-2, this, 4-2. You try again. Might take me a few tries. It's kind of tricky to do and talk at the same time. It gives you some really chunky, like mid 300 damage off of any button you want. The only exception to this rule is in the corner, your back 1. If you do the full string, you actually get knocked away enough, so you can actually get away. But in the corner, instead of going up and then forward, you have to go back and then forward for the tiniest amount of time. So go back after this. Like that. So in the corner, for that, and that's your best confirm, because that's your mid, right? So like on hit, you do that, and on block, you do crossbow, and if they duck the crossbow, you can do like stuff like that, maybe, because that's the string you'll find yourself using the most. You can do the short hop tech mid-screen as well, and it does work. I personally don't like it, because it does work, but I personally find it a little bit more complicated, because mid-screen you don't really need to, but in the corner it absolutely does help a lot. It's about knowing what time to go in with the tornado and hitting the tornado as late as you can. And if you can't hit the tornado as late as you can, you do the short hop and then the tornado, and that's how it works. One final question that I imagine a lot of people will ask is, how am I supposed to canceling from this third hit in the string? This is one of the strings that you have to dial into the whole thing. So what you do is the whole string, and then when you see the third hit, that's when you do the special. So I do the whole string now, and then when I see the third hit, that's when I do the special. So for example, whole string, special. Whole string, special. Which does give you a lot of nice damage across the board. So you can get like chunky high 300s. If you spend 2 bars, you can get a bit more, which isn't as useful, but you know, you might find yourself needing to do it. Okay, he went behind my head, which is always great. You do down 1, doesn't give you that much more. If you get standing 4, you get a little bit more. But this across the board gives you consistent damage whatever you do. So for example, if you do get back 1, you can move to side switch. You can pretty much just get good damage off of any hit. And that is how you do it. A lot of people have been finding Fujin tricky and complicated and hard to confirm damage, hard to get damage. This is how I've been doing it, and a lot of the combos you're seeing here, like, are the B&Bs that I've been using. Most notably, this is my high. That's just meterless. You can do, against males, you can do this. Crossbow for a restand, and then obviously, you know, you've got mids you can go for or throw. You can dash up and grab them off of this. But you have so much time to do it off of this, goodness. But you can almost soul eater it, and if you want to spend actual bar, you can go for this. And this is my like 2-bar combo. So mid-screen, you'll get like mid 300s to high 300 based on whether you got a jump in, based on what button you get. It is possible to get 1-bar combos mid-screen with variation 1 using the short hop tech, but it is very difficult. And I still to this day have yet to see a single person do it in the game. I've tried, I can't. It is so difficult, it is so hard. I'm not even going to show you here because I'll be here for like so long, probably even trying to get it once. But across the board, this is what you can do to get combos. And obviously, to finish things off with crushing blows on, doing this idea gives you either cheap meterless combos for like 400 or higher hitting combos for more bar spent. I'll see if I can show you some now. The most common one you'll get is this. Like, that is a super easy, almost 400 meterless combo. You can do... You do get this. Oh, actually, I don't think that worked.
Go down my leg!
Alright, I'll try this a few times, because this is good damage if I get it.
Go down my leg!
I'll do it in the corner, because it'll be easier there. Deadwood Ken, thank you for the gifted subs, man. I have to short up in the corner.
Go down my leg!
Right, this will definitely be easier in the corner.
Go down my leg! Go down my leg!
Ah! Moved in the, got side switched. There you go. So you're getting like close to 500 for 2 bars if you want. You can avoid the side switch by moving back. I'm just trying to show you for the sake of damage. You can pretty much use the extensions no matter where you want. And even mid-screen, if you want to spend a bar for like a good restand and you get a launching KB, you can do just the 1-bar version. And then if they get underneath you enough, you can go for even just this by itself actually. And if you do it right. There you go. And then you can get, you know, plus frames really close. I didn't dash enough, but that grab would have hit. But you're seeing the idea, right? It's pretty much going for tornadoes whenever you can. 4-2 for the restand, so you can get another tornado. Sometimes you can amp, sometimes you can't. Spend 2 bars, you get a lot more damage. All these little things together across your confirms will give you a lot more consistent damage in V1. that you might be getting otherwise. Remember what combos you do need to move in, which ones need to move back first, which ones you need to short hop. It sounds like a lot, and it will be tricky at first, but promise you, it is worth it. If you're playing V1 Fujin, you need to know this, because this is where your damage is going to come from. But yeah, cheers guys, good luck.